Next week could be pretty interesting, and it could change altcoins for the better, because there is a chart that shows that something is about to happen which hasn't happened for the entire year, and I would definitely like to go over that. So welcome, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, and I appreciate that you're still here. We've been through the whole bear market together, and now we're going through the whole bull market together as well, and it is going to be extremely exciting if you ask me. Yeah, for Bitcoin there's not much to say. It's been chopping around for well, the entire month of December basically. And every time Bitcoin goes down, it gets bought up, and every time it gets bought up, it gets sold off. So, it's chopping, chopping, chopping. I do expect a big move soon, because, too much sideways usually leads into a big move, whether it's to the up or the downside. Right, that's on the short term. I'm not really going to make predictions on that. But there is something happening in the meantime while Bitcoin isn't really moving. And that's the Bitcoin dominance, which is going down pretty hard. And this is what we haven't seen before. Well, we haven't seen, go down before, of course, but it's now multiple days of redness in a row, which is quite interesting. Usually there is some green in between. We haven't really seen that. What we are also seeing right now, if we put it on the weekly, you can see that this upper, this trend line, this upsloping trend line, here we go, is now broken. Okay, so that, and for the people that feel like, okay, what does this all mean? The Bitcoin dominance going up shows that Bitcoin is dominating the crypto space, right? So if the Bitcoin dominance goes down, it means that altcoins are going up on their Bitcoin pair. And if that happens in a very big way and a long sustained way, then that's what you can call an altcoin season, right? So for the people that are hoping for an altcoin season, you want this to go down. Now, it has broken this huge trend line for that it's been in for a year. So that's already quite interesting. What's also interesting is every time we get up, we consolidate for a while. And if we get up even further, we retest the previous resistance, right? However, now we retested this previous resistance, but now we broke that resistance. So also, weak signs for Bitcoin, strong signs for the altcoin market. Another thing that is also worth considering is the bull market support band. The bull market support band is the main indicator basically to say if you are in, or if an asset is bullish or bearish. It's 20 and the 21 moving average, weekly moving average. And the interesting thing is that the Bitcoin dominance hasn't closed below the bull market support band for the entire year. It wicked below it, as you can see right here in January. We wicked below. Here we wicked against it, right? Here we went into it, but we never, closed below it. Now we are below it, right? And again, that could be a wick. Still, the week is not over. It's Thursday, something like that. I don't know. I don't have a normal job. I don't know what day it is. That's for normal people, not for crypto people. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the week has a couple of days to go, so it's maybe a little too soon to call. But if the Bitcoin dominance closes anywhere between, below 51.44% this week, then it will be the first weekly close ever this year for the Bitcoin dominance, which is showing which is showing weakness for Bitcoin compared to altcoins for the first time this year. So that's interesting. And in the meantime, hey, how come, right? Because now, altcoins went up just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin first went up, now altcoins went up, but now altcoins are, little sideways, not doing that crazy. They are popping off one by one. right? What we have seen is for example, Solana doing extremely well. Solana went all the way up to $126, coming from 8, right? It was 8 the low. Yeah, 8 exactly the low. From $8 to $126. So Solana season crazy. AVAX pulled it off really well as well. Also from $8, not near to 120, but I think AVAX is gonna pull off a Solana at some point. Yeah, and as you can see, the rest of the crypto market is, can you see? Well, not really, but the numbers are not that crazy. Altora basically didn't move today, 0.8%, AVAX 0.6, Beam 1.8, ChainGPT -4, Engine started +4, Gala -2, so nothing too crazy. But like I said, it's really rotating. We had Solana. Now what do we see? We see BNB going absolutely crazy, right? BNB is absolutely going crazy. One weekly candle for BNB of 26%. And, 26% is not like insane, but 26% on such a high cap is, of course, very much insane because it's a quarter of the market cap of like a $40 billion market cap, right? That's way more than a CDFI moving 200%, for example. Way more money coming in, right? Way more money coming in. So there was a lot of money coming into Solana. Now there's a lot of money coming into BNB. The high caps are now really like, of course, low caps and micro caps. They pumped a little bit with it in the last couple of months. But it was more like the market was recovering and all the liquidity was taken away from these low caps. So if there's no liquidity, then it takes a little far to just make them fly, right? But it's not the real run. Now, what I think is Bitcoin had its run. Now we see Ethereum catching up a little bit, right? A little bit. Ethereum touched $2,400 right now, perfectly, right? But yeah, if you compare the Ethereum chart to the Bitcoin chart, you see that there's quite a difference, right? So Ethereum still has to catch up. Plus, Ethereum on its Bitcoin pair, yeah, Ethereum catching up a little bit maybe, well, with this weekly candle. But overall, Ethereum fucking wrecked, right? Fucking wrecked against Bitcoin. It was better not to be in Ethereum, but just in Bitcoin, right? But we also now see Solana, sustainably going up, AVAX, BNB, right? And at a certain point, we will see the high cap. These are the high caps. Then we will see the mid-high caps again, Chainlink, that kind of stuff. We will see that go up. And yeah, that's how the money rotates. You know how that works, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, usually high caps, mid-high, low caps, micro caps. And then we have meme season and all of that. And then we're going to get wrecked again. That's the whole cycle. By the way, if you are a member of the Patreon, there's a link down below. You could have got this. I said yesterday that I bought a little bag of Whack Me games. The price had a good correction. It's coming right in at the bull market support band, and it's sitting at the 0.618 Fibonacci tool, and that was at 0.00017. It looked like a great entry to me. The price is now a little higher, right? We caught it right at this wick bottom, right? Right at the wick bottom. Whack Me is also a project, just to talk about one, specific one that I felt like, man, I had it in my watch list and I had it in my portfolio back in the day. I took some profits, but I wanted to get back in, right? It went all the way up here and it came down with like 53%. And these are the dips I would like to buy, right? 53% is something that I would like to buy right now. But a lot of altcoins, they don't provide us with that opportunity yet. Some won't. Some will keep on running probably. But most, especially when the general market goes down, they will provide us with that opportunity. And I'd rather buy it here than here or here at this price. Why? Price might be the same, but the risk is lower as we are closer to the halving, right? And closer to the halving means a more bullish market. Projects, give or take confirmed, survived the bear market, right? And here, for example, in September or even here in July, yeah, that was way further from the halving, and still a lot could happen, right? So there's a lot more risk right there. So a lot of people they might see this happen and they feel like fuck, I missed out, and then they buy it here, right? I always say like, please wait. Corrections will come, right? And this is a good example. Corrections will come, and buy the correction then. And if it doesn't come, don't doesn't matter. Don't get too emotional over one specific coin. I like WagMe. I wanted to have it in my portfolio, but if it was continuing to run, I was happy to just see it run, right? And be happy for the people that did get it, but not including myself. I don't really like to get on that train, but now it's a good entry. Cetify, in my honest opinion, I want to see Cetify go down hard. Why? It's my biggest holding, and I want to make it my biggest holding. But every time CDFI gets down to the lower three, it just gets bought up again. People know that this is the best crypto launchpad out there, and this is going to do amazing things. And they just don't. They don't give me a chance to get a better bag than I already have, man. CDFI is an absolute monster, man. I love it. Also, Vocal Forge made a new high. Very beautiful. Vocal Forge touched $9 this week, which is absolutely crazy. Yeah, exactly $9, by the way. It's beautiful. So Vocal Forge doing absolutely fantastic. I must say that I expected Vocal Forge to, retest the lower $5 because that was resistance for 1.5 years, right? How can you not turn that into support at some point? Yeah, so far I'm freaking wrong about that. Well, maybe in 2 months it will happen. For now, I have a decent little bag, not much. But yeah, again, I'm not buying into big pumps or anything. I don't like that. There are a lot of good coins that give us great opportunities, especially, like I said, the lunch pads, right? But in my honest opinion, it's a weird situation right now because the dominance is going down quite hard, right? Quite hard. Ethereum, however, is not really pumping on its Bitcoin pair, right? Yeah, it's having a little recovery from this big ass crash that it had, right? Ethereum is now worth less 36% against Bitcoin since its top. So it's weird because, like I said, yeah, usually you'll see Bitcoin doing well, then Ethereum, and then the other high cap altcoins, and then mid cap, etc. Ethereum, they skipped Ethereum for some reason. And fundamentally, I get it because Ethereum is a terrible chain. It's not, I don't like using it. It's a whales chain, right? If you have $1,000 for one transaction, then you maybe don't mind paying $50 worth of fees. That's, I think, also the reason why Solana is doing so well. And I said this from the very beginning. Solana, it's fast, it's cheap. You click a button, blap, it works. It's for the mainstream. It's for the retail. It's for the average investor. Ethereum, it's not, right? It's not. However, hey, it is the blue chip. And I don't see Ethereum go anywhere, but I'm not interested in investing in Ethereum, to be really honest myself. Now, one last thing, the total crypto market, $1.6 trillion, looks good. If you follow my line right here, yeah, perfect. No, I could have also drawn it like this and then down. What I do expect is the total market to have a correction, of course, at some point. If it happens next month, in 2 months, that I honestly, I don't know. Nobody knows, right? But it's a lot of up lately. And I think everybody has a little experience in crypto, know that it's not up only. And of course, it will go down. And I will be happy, man, because yeah, these are the dips you want to buy. The bottom is, in my opinion, well, it's never confirmed, but hey, in my opinion, the bottom is in for Bitcoin along, of course, but altcoins, most of them as well. Um, now it's way better to buy, and I'll make a very interesting video about that tomorrow, by the way, because a lot of people, they may feel like, oh, you missed the bottom. Yes, everybody missed the bottom. You as well. Nobody bought the bottom, and if that's the goal, you don't have your priorities together. But let's talk about that later, because that will get you wrecked. But I do, of course, expect that there will be a good pullback at some point. But nothing to be scared of, in my opinion. Nothing to be scared of. Actually, a big opportunity before we really go up even further. The total 3, they say the total 3, it's the altcoin market. Not really. It's including stables. It's including big caps. The others chart. Everything excluding the top 10, right? So more really altcoins approaching resistance. I've said before, it could go to 235. We are definitely getting there. By the time we are there, hey, it could go as well to 250. But that area, this area for me is something that I feel like, okay, we should watch that. We should definitely watch that. If we, this is my area of, take a look. Let me puzzle a little bit with this. Yeah, this is the area. Let me make this green. So, altcoin market, support right here. Let's get rid of the noise. Support right here, resistance right here, right? So that's kind of what I am looking at right now. And believe me, it's not that it's going to look like this, right? It's not. Bear markets also don't look like that. They also go up and then down and then up and then down. And also this will go up, down, up, down. Overall, it's probably going up. But get in on the moves down. Is that what I would say? Not financial advice. Don't sue me. One last thing about the Bitcoin dominance. Like I said, this is super bullish for altcoins on their Bitcoin pair. What could change this and what could make the Bitcoin dominance go up again? That's an ETF for Bitcoin. If we get a Bitcoin ETF, I don't give a fuck about all these lines, these resistances, these bull market support bands, these moving averages. I'm pretty sure that if we get an ETF, the Bitcoin dominance will shoot up. But hey, what could happen is that in the coming 2 weeks, maybe, the dominance goes down pretty hard. Then we get the ETF, and what happens is we shoot up all the way, resistance, and still go down then, right? Could be the case. All I know, well, no, is, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure if we get an ETF, altcoins will take a extremely fucking big ass hit against their Bitcoin pairs. That's the most predictable thing in crypto, and yeah, that's something that I'm pretty sure of. But then again, is it sustainable? Yeah, I don't know. People see Bitcoin go up, right? And they feel like, okay, now let's convert more Bitcoin into altcoins because we know how it rotates. So, hey, yeah, that's kind of my view at the moment. So, just wanted to update you guys on my current thoughts on it. S&P almost making new highs, quite beautiful. Altcoins on their Bitcoin pair. Yeah, like I said, also facing some resistance here right now. So yeah, let's see how it plays out. But these are interesting times. These are definitely interesting times, and I'm excited as hell for this coming bull market. My voice is a little cracked up. I've been dealing with some migraine, or how do you call it, and illness lately. Little flu, but all good, guys. Stay safe in this market, invest wisely, DCA, don't go all in, don't go all out. Just be prepared for any possible scenario and you will absolutely rip it, this market. I'm so excited for me, you, everybody. See you tomorrow.